I want to go to therapy, but I feel like I'm exaggerating. So again, from our mental health I'm an anxious person. I've been having suicidal thoughts, and I have a lot of shame and self-esteem issues. But there are people out there that just lost their entire family, or they have so much anxiety that they can't sleep, or they're suffering from extreme depression. And I'm here complaining about things that seem completely minuscule from those other cases. I feel like that in my head, and I'm completely exaggerating everything. Plus, I'm scared to open up about things to a therapist, albeit anyone. But my family tells me that I should probably go to see someone because this has been going on for almost a year now. Sorry for my grammar, and sorry if it feels like I'm whining. Thank you all. So what do you say to something like that?
We all have our own stuff. We all experience things differently. There are some people that experience a mountain more than that person and are perfectly fine. It doesn't mean they're super people. It just means that they cope with things differently. Everybody is a different person. If it impacts that person negatively, no matter how big it is, then it impacts them negatively, and they need to talk to somebody and get some help around it. And working with a therapist, I'm not going to say every single therapist is like this, but they should be. They should be non-judgmental, empathic, and well, really, that's it. Non-judgmental and empathic. So if you're talking to somebody and they're non-judgmental, as a therapist should be, you should feel very comfortable after you get to feel comfortable with them and know them to say anything you need to say. And, think of it like a pot of boiling water, and you got the lid on. And, if you keep the lid on, sooner or later, it's going to blow off. But if you open the top and let some steam out, all of a sudden the water drops a little bit. So that's what happens in therapy. You can go, I'm not talking about going and yelling and screaming, but you're holding all these things in. You're not sharing really with anybody about the stuff that you're experiencing. You're beating yourself up about the stuff you're experiencing. You're saying, well, it's not as bad as so, and why am I feeling this way? You're comparing yourself to other people. You need to get in and talk about these things and your experience of those things. And don't be ashamed about it. And it doesn't matter if, God forbid, the guy down the street had something much more horrific happening. You have no idea what's going in that person's head and that person's body. Yeah. You have no idea. Everybody's an individual. Everybody experiences things differently. We want you to be your best you. So forget, well, I'm not saying be your best you compared to the other guy. Be your best you. Yeah. So that's what it's all about. Don't compare. Take care of yourself.
Yeah. Your feelings are valid.
Your feelings are 100% valid.
Yeah. I know that I've had a lot of friends who come to me and said it's like, I don't have it nearly as worse as that guy or whatever. It's like, yeah, you might think that, but like you have stuff going on,
right?
Like
we all have stuff.
It doesn't negate somebody else's struggles. Doesn't negate your own,
right?
And I think that's a big thing that a lot of people need to recognize. Sometimes, a lot of people out there might have like a Superman complex where they try to put the weight of the world on themselves, but then they don't get the help for themselves.
Right.
So hopefully, I hope this person, did reach out to somebody or is in the process. I hope whoever's listening out there, they'll consider the same thing.